Hey, it's me, Coach Marlena. I am excited to come to you today. Listen, I'm going to jump right into it because I got a few steps to walk you through, and I don't want to make this super long because I know you're probably at work watching this. Anywho, listen, I we're in lesson 2 and we're talking about designing a date. Yes, you are in control. I do not care if you have nobody's in your what I call your pipeline, nobody's calling, texting. I don't care if you don't even know where to meet men, if you're not dating anybody, if you haven't dated anybody in a long time. It doesn't matter. You can still be on a date in the next few weeks. And this is one of the tools that I teach my women that have them go from 0 dates in years or months to having 2, 3 dates, amazing dates at that, in a matter of weeks. All right. And so I'm going to give you a portion of what I call design a date because the fact of the matter is, ladies, you are in control. We are not sitting back waiting for something to just fall into our laps. Okay. We're going to be, and look at me getting ahead of myself. So let me talk about why I know this is true. And one of the most, it happens time and time again. And I can pull any kind of testimonies, and maybe I'll share some testimonies with you. But recently, one of my clients, she had just was busy. Honestly, she was busy working in school. And I was like, hey, I totally get that, but we're here to get you on some dates so you can meet your person this year. So let me show you how to design a date. And I told her, this is exactly what I want you to do. And I'm going to walk through those steps today. And she did it. And she texted me and was like, oh my God, why did such and such this guy text me and was like, hey, I'm going to be in town this weekend, would love to take you out. She designed a date and they were out that weekend. He ended up staying longer than he was only going to be here for a night, but he ended up staying the whole weekend so they can hang out. And it was amazing. She was like, oh my God, this is so great. So it works. And I'll show more testimonies, but hey, listen, just try for yourself. So there's a couple principles first, though, right? So I love to work on principles, not just what Marlena thinks, right? So I like to take the laws of the universe that works for every other part of our lives and apply it to relationships, apply it to you meeting your person this year. So the first principle that is going to be in play here is the law of subtraction. So the law of subtraction means that you're making room for something new. So think about it. If your refrigerator is packed, right? You have new food, leftovers, all these jars and all this thing. There's no room in the refrigerator for any new food, right? So then what happens? You don't want what's in the refrigerator, right? You don't want to go to the store because nothing else can fit. And so then what do, right? You have to go out to eat, spend extra money. That puts, we're not going to get anything good, right? So the law of subtraction is all about making room with the thought of, if it's already full, I can't get anything else in it. Now, this is not about abundance, right? Abundance is evolving and ever, it's a circular thing. So this is not to say I have to be bare and not have anything in order to get something new, because the law of abundance works in a circular motion. So it's always coming and going, right? So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about making room, right? If you have a closet full of shoes, and there's no room for any more new ones, right? If you want to keep it nice and orderly and be able to use them to get abundance, right? Anyway, you get what I'm saying. The law of subtraction. So the way it works in designing a date is that you have, I hate to say have to. It's important for you to take something off your schedule now, right? So you have to make room for the date. So you're going to have to give up something that you're doing in your schedule today so that you can make room for this date, right? So if you're going to work every day, coming home, cooking dinner, Netflixing, talking to your girlfriend, scrolling on social media, right, for hours and hours, or in some soap opera, not that I'm judging you, right? We have to take away, I keep saying have to. I'm just going to say have to. You're going to have to take away some of that time to replace it with a date. So that's the law of subtraction. I'm getting ahead of myself, but hey, there we have it, right? Make room for something new by taking something else out of the way. So the second principle is attention and intention. And the law really says that the things you pay attention to grow. The things you are intentional about intentional about manifest, right? So we are growing and manifesting here, right? Because you're going to put attention on your desire for this amazing date, this amazing connection. And then I'm going to give you the steps to be intentional about making it come into fruition. All right. So those are the two principles that are at work: the law of subtraction, making room for something new, and the law of attention and intention. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, I hope you have a journal. So if you have a journal, or a centralized notebook where you can be writing all these things. So whenever you're hearing from me, you can have this place where it's like, this is my love life notebook, right? So get your love life journal, because we're having you boot up by the end of the year, by Christmas, right? You're going to meet the one this year. Okay, look at me. So part one, this is what I'm going to need for you to do, right? If you so choose this mission, right? First, I want you to put the date night on your calendar. Literally, I want you to put Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday. I love midweek dates. I used to love those with my husband. And that was before we had kids, so we don't do it as much. But I love midday dates, right? So whenever you want to have a date, if it's Wednesday, if it's Friday, if it's Saturday, if it's Sunday, doesn't matter. If you like brunch dates, movie dates, golf dates, it doesn't matter. Put the time on your calendar. Now, the key to this, it must be a time where you're going to make yourself available. Okay? So if it's Fridays at 6, you can't still be at work at 6. So don't, no, we're not, let me put this down here. And I'm getting a little fancier today. We are not faking it till we making it. We're believing it till we achieve it, and we are creating it. Okay. So put it for a time that you actually, an hour. You only need an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. I'll say that. 30 minutes to an hour to block out that time where you physically can be present for that date. All right. That's the first thing. So whatever your date night, and it can change for weeks. So we're going to do this for a couple weeks. If you do it consistently, I've seen it work in a matter of a week, a matter of 2 weeks, and a matter of 3 weeks. So let's give ourselves at least 3 weeks where this is my date night, and you can have two dates a week with two different people. So hey, if you got time for two, law of subtraction, make it 2 dates that week. All right. The second thing I want you to do is prepare for the date as if it's happening. Hair, nails, outfit, the excitement. If you want to talk to your friends, like, hey, I'm designing me a date. And they're gonna be like, oh, who you going out with? You gonna be like, I don't know, but it's going to be amazing. We're gonna have fun. You're gonna plan the day. Where are we going to eat? Where are we going to play? I love dates that are playful dates, especially the first date. I love to do something where we get to enjoy something one of us like, right? So you're going to need to have something, a habit or something you're interested in, whether it's a museum or the park or walking or bike riding, something. Or if you just like dinner, you can do that. That's coffee, brunch, whatever. That's cool. But whatever it is, I want you to be excited about it. I want you to talk about it as if it's happening, right? So I should have added, this is the law of faith as well, right? Faith is believing what we don't see. And the hopes and knowing that it's already happened, right? So I like to say it's acting as if it's already happened, because it has happened. And just because it hasn't manifested in the natural where I can see it, taste it, feel it, smell it, it is unfolding. Everything is unfolding. Okay. So this is also the law of faith that we're working here. All right. Prepare for your date. Be excited about the date. Be nervous about this first date, right? I want you to embody this first date, right? So when that time on your schedule shows up, you're dressed, you're cute, you're sexy, you're excited, you're ready. I don't care if it take all 3 weeks to manifest. I want you to do it every day for the time that you set. All right. Don't stand him up. All right. The third step is I talked about that. Look at me getting ahead of myself. So be on the date. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, cool. No, I haven't. So be on the date. So when that time shows up, if you said Fridays at 7, you're cute, you're dressed up, you're excited, you're nervous, you're going to be on that date. So you can do this one of two ways. You can take 10 to 15 minutes. So I've seen people do it both ways. You can take 10 to 15 minutes to just be in the motion of the date, right? Where it's a mindful exercise. It's kind of like using your imagination. Again, it is not faking it until we make it. And we are doing the principle of believing it until we achieve it, okay? Which is nothing but faith, right? I'm gonna keep that scrolling on the bottom. Believe it till you achieve it. It's not faking it till you make it, right? So you can be on that, take that time when you're long gone out daytime, you can sit with yourself and just be excited about the date. All right. Did I tell you all to write down the date? If I haven't, listen, you got to write down what the date is. All right. What are we doing? What are we saying? How am I feeling? What is he smelling like? What am I smelling like? Oh, what am I feeling like? I'm feeling sexy and I'm feeling like he's attentive and I'm feeling interested in his conversation. So that's step one. You got to write down and design your date. If I haven't said that, I don't think I said that. No, I didn't. I'm getting too excited. Right? Design the date, right? So when you design that date, if you choose to do the meditation or the mindfulness part, take your paper, read what you wrote, and just be excited, be engulfed, be present in the moment. So that's the one way you can do it. The other way you can do it is you can actually go out somewhere, right? Take yourself out somewhere that you enjoy, that lights you up. Don't call a girlfriend and say, hey, go out with me. No, you're on a date. Are you taking your girlfriend on a date? No, you're getting in your car and you're driving to this amazing date, right? So if your date was like, hey, miniature golf or going to the museum or going to the movies, or hopefully it's not the movies on your first date. Right? Maybe it's the fifth date you're imagining. You get to design it however you choose. You can also, so the second half is get out and be excited, be energetic, be in the spirit, in the mindset, in the mood, because all week long you have been excited about this date as if it's already happening, right? Because you designed it on Monday, or what's today when you're watching this? Whatever today is, you designed it, and all week you're excited about it, you're preparing for it. Act like you're going on a real date. This is not fake it till you make it. It's believe until you achieve it. And this exercise is actually within. We do a 100 days of manifestation within in my program Love Me Right, and my other program Launch Your Dating Life. We do 100 days of manifestation where we are actually doing activities for 100 days to manifest whatever the thing we is. And so women have manifested in my group their husband within 100 days. Women have manifested new jobs, big raises, vacations of their dreams. I mean, they have manifested dates. Simple. It's like, I just want to go on an amazing date, right? It doesn't have to go anywhere from there. So this is getting a little bit long, but you get the principle. So the first step, which I missed, is make sure you design the date. You write it out in your journal, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what he looks like, what he smells like, what's the atmosphere, what's the ambiance. Are you all at the winery? Are you having amazing food? Are you at a social club that you enjoy, right? Are you a volunteer? Your first date can be volunteering, whatever it is that lives within your values, right? And we'll get to that. I'm getting ahead of myself, but I want you to design this date because you're in control, and I want you to write it out. I want you to journal it and just be 16, be 15 again, right? Use your childlike imagination. There's no fear. There's only excitement, right? You're standing in line at the Target line. That energy of that, right? That openness, that lightheartedness is what we're doing with this. I want to know, for one, do it. Just do it, okay? You will not regret it, all right? You may feel like, oh, I'm being foolish, but remember, we are not faking it till we make it. We are believing it till you achieve it. And this is the way that we create energetically, all right? And this is how I teach my women within my program how to create energetically. And it is super fun. It is super fun. So, all right, I got to go. We're at 13 minutes. Do the work. Let me know. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.